Today marks 1590th day of daily lessons, daily reflections. And today I speak about joy and meaning of best feelings in the world. Yesterday I realized that when I was speaking about for 7 days about nervous system, about the stages of nervous system and going through different stages and realizing that I moved from one to two to third and I realized that I'm finally in that stable stage. And that realization that you were moved when you progressed, when you achieved a new level, that's one of the best feelings in the world. And I think that that realization that there is ways to achieve pleasure, not from short-term things that potentially could do, but really for the things that matter, for the things that you feel aligned, meaningful. And I think that's the true pleasure. That's the best feelings in the world when you really earned it. And today we'll share seven things that you are able to earn that those best feelings in the world. Now, of course, that the fullest? No. I think there is a lot of feelings, maybe even much better when you think about relationships, all the wedding, having a kid, and all those things that is even more powerful. But today is like when you're on your own, when you're really going through season, maybe even tough season, and what kind of things that are the best feelings in the world. So number one, progress you had to fight for. Again, I already started sharing that when you really fight for something, finish something hard, that's are the best feeling in the world. You know that you worked for it, you earned it. That didn't came from by luck. No, you worked for it. And because you worked for it, you received it. And this is something that somebody's able to ask, okay, what kind of feelings are coming in the future? What kind of things that I'm working for? Now, do I say that every single feeling, the best feeling in the world just comes only from deeds and actions? No. But I think that there is a beautiful thing to understand that some deeds, some actions that lead to beautiful pleasure, best feelings in the world. And that's again, progress you had to fight for is bringing an amazing feeling. And most important part is I didn't say the results. I said the progress that you were fighting for. And that means that even small progress that you work for and you see and you appreciate, that's one of the best feelings. Number two, and this is extremely important, meaningful connection. Meaningful, not surface level connection. When you really have a conversation with someone and you really understand that you connect with this person. And again, this is two-way meaningful connection. Meaningful connection that you first time met, network, and you really find that there is a soul that is very similar to you. That's a massive pleasure, at least for me. And when you think about meaningful connections as well, having a person that you have such a massive, deep connection that you're able to really sit beside it without words and really understand each other and knowing that you are each other's safety nets. That's a meaningful connection that really brings the best feelings towards those two. Do both meaningful connections. When you connect for the first time and you really have that connection, you see that you are very similar souls. That's a very, very good feeling. And at the same time, having a deep connection, meaningful connection that you are able to have a safety net, support, encouragement to each other. Number three is mastery. That's one of the best feelings in the world when you really developed mastery in a skill set. It could be any kind of skill set. But when you really know that you are excellent in this, not perfect, no one will be perfect. Mastery is not perfection. Mastery excellence. Being able to do excellent job most of the time. So you locked in and you're able to do the right thing at the right time. Because mastery, that's what it is. It's doing the right thing at the right time. Because I think that sometimes we know what to do, but we don't know when to do it. And sometimes we know when to do it, but when you know what to do it. And then that means that we need to really master all parts about the skill set. Number four is integrity. And that means that I think that one of the best feelings is when you really say that you will do something and you do it. When your actions align with your values, when you really truly move through life with alignment. And you know we look into your actions, we look into the things that you do on a daily basis, and this is exactly what I'm supposed to do. That's one of the best feelings in the world, knowing that you do what you're supposed to do. Some days you don't know is that right thing, but you feel it is right thing. Because I really love the even the Bible statement is that don't lean to your own understanding. Sometimes we need to do. Sometimes we have the feeling inside that is we are called to do something, and because of that we called to do, we do things, and that comes from values, comes from alignment, and that's is amazing feeling to have. Number five, and that's is contribution. At the same time, I think that this word is comes through significance, because when you really add value, you contribute, their life becomes more significant, your life becomes more significant, and contribution is so important because you help someone to grow. And again, that means that if you help someone to grow, you allow other person to experience the same feelings that you experience because they see the progress. They feeling the best feelings in the world. And you, at the same time, helping other person to feel the best in the world, you feel the best in the world as well. And that's the beautiful thing when you're able to really help protect others, create something for others, help other people to earn. So that basically you allow other people to go through the same feelings as you do. That's the beautiful thing. Because that's how you build the things that last. Number six, overcoming fear. It is one of the best feelings in the world when you really know that at some point you were afraid to speak with one person, but now you're able to speak in front of 1,000 people, 5,000 people, 15,000 people. Again, this is a part of the progress as well, but at the same time, overcoming fear. So when you used to be afraid of something, and now you're not, when you work forward, because a lot of things is intertwined when I say it, but I think that maybe doing a call that you were avoiding, maybe having conversation that you were avoiding, hard conversation, uncomfortable conversation that we're avoiding, and overcoming that fear, taking that leap is extremely important and at the same time very pleasurable. And that's, as I said, that's pleasurable is one of the best feelings in the world. And last one, number seven, is that relief after restraint. And this is very interesting because when you go to a gym for 2 hours straight and you exercise, you did your best, and now you have time to rest or recharge. That rest and recharge is so meaningful. But if you didn't work out, if you didn't give your best, at that moment, that rest and recharge will be meaningless almost. Why are you recharging? Why are you resting? Why you like don't do anything? I think that is a beautiful thing when that means that when you did something, when you earn something, the rest and recharge becomes so much more powerful. When you fast and you eat, that eating becomes much more enjoyable. So that means that contrast amplifies pleasure. If you if you really did something right for a long time, and now when you have a time to rest from things, and I think that we need to understand that I really loved as well that it says that if you lost weight, your celebration not supposed to be with eating unhealthy food. Your celebration is supposed to be something that really elevates your new state. So that means that like I fasted, I exercised, I lost weight. So now it means that I'm able to go and do something, some kind of activity. That's how I give myself permission to do that. And at the same time, it was so much more pleasurable to do that activity because now I have most like I have more energy. I'm leaner. I am able to do more, and that's the beautiful thing. And I think that is a beautiful thing when you're relief after a strain is after your hard work, you're finally able to rest and recharge, and that's extremely important because after rest and recharge, it's much easier to really do the hard work again. You have more willpower because it says that willpower is a battery, and if you use that battery too much, at some point you will not be able to move because you moving on alone. And that's exactly what burnout happens when you really have zero energy, zero willpower, but you still try to push through that. That's why we always need to do something that energizes us, something that builds willpower, something that really, again, we discussed the things that really is extremely important and extremely pleasurable and are the best feelings in the world that brings that energy, that brings that willpower. So how would you reflect as well? Because it's a beautiful question. What are the most beautiful feelings in the world for you specifically? And knowing those, at that moment you're able to really pursue them, earn them. Like I think that we live in a life, and we need to really seek those best feelings in the world. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.